You know how alcohol and a lot of other things nowadays in the United States are restricted to ages 21 and over, even though you're considered an adult at 18? I'm talking about things like alcohol, certain firearms, gambling casinos. In recent years, the tobacco age was raised in 2019. Marijuana and online sports books being legalized in a lot of states 21 over, including mine, New York. I don't even plan on doing any of these things except maybe alcohol occasionally to moral and religious reasons. Also, I don't want to get in trouble with the law or my parents. It's just the principle of the matter, though. If you're considered an adult at 18 with the legal bearings and expectations of one, then why can't you have most of the rights of them? You could be charged as an adult even younger than 18, have to face the responsibilities of that, but you can't, drink alcohol or gamble or do anything like that to alleviate anything. People say, things restricted at ages 21 and over, it's because of brain development, but apparently the brain doesn't fully develop until they're age 25, so that's why some people could even argue that, things should just be restricted to age 25, like driving the car and drinking alcohol and marijuana and gambling, but sure, your brain's more developed at 21 than it is 18, but, so is your brain more developed at age 30 than it is 21, so why aren't things restricted to age 30 and older then, and so on and so forth. And, before I turned 18, I looked at things like lottery tickets and voting, especially during the presidential election 2 years ago, since they're restricted to 18 and older, and I thought about how I'd be doing all that when I'm 18, and I'm jealous of other people doing that, and I can't wait to do that, but ever since I turned 18, whenever I did, I haven't done any of those things, and pretty much anything else that's restricted at age, I don't think I will be doing anything like that, so I think that there's a sort of reverse psychology thing to the age-restricted things and items too, because you don't see high schoolers having parties and binge drinking coffee and soda and playing, soda can pong or coffee cup pong, but if they were restricted to age 21 over and were legal for them, I think, and alcohol wasn't, I think that would be the case. It's because the law states that you have to be a certain age to do something that's forbidden and dangerous for your age to do that. That just makes people want to do it more than ever. And just another point about, drinking age and restrictions being so high as, the rest of the world. It would be a whole nother thing if drinking and other things were restricted age 21 and older throughout most of the world too, but that's not the case. Most countries in the world, especially ones in the Western world or Western Hemisphere, I guess the US, drinking and everything else is all set and just restricted at age 18 and older and any higher than that. Alongside the alcohol age, drinking age being so high, we're also a huge outlier with the driving age being 16 and older throughout most of the US compared to the rest of the world, because it's slower, because throughout the rest of the world, like Europe and Latin America and Africa, Asia, Australia, it's 18 generally in most of those countries. For being fair, there is a good amount of restrictions for driving in America if you're under 18 too, until you're that age. I don't know, in certain states you're not really getting the full license to that age, and after you take your permit test, you have to wait 6 months to take your license driving test if you're under 18, so But I think it's kind of like funny how the driving age is so low, because obviously driving could be extremely dangerous for teenagers too, and that's like the number one cause of death for them. That's one of the reasons why, the alcohol was raised to 21, is because of like the drunk driving deaths among teens. And why don't they raise the driving age to 21 then? Because plenty of teens die in car accidents too, so I don't see the logic on that. But yes, I actually do. There is good reasons why it's slower than a lot of other countries, and main reason why is because we're like the largest country in the world by habitable land area. We're larger than most other countries. Canada and Russia are larger in the area, but like too much of it is uninhabitable because it's too cold. And then another reason why is because we're not as densely populated as other countries in the world. Like, of course, Europe and like China and India and stuff. So, I could go on and on about this for hours, this topic, but I'm going to end it right now. But that's why my argument why all age-restricted things should be set 18 in America. Though bear in mind, I might be saying something different if I was under 18 or if I was 21 and older. So, yeah. See you guys for the next video.